Okay, hi there. My name is John Gale. I'm a Japanese language instructor and game designer, member of the Nashville Game Developers Group in Nashville, Tennessee. We are working on the Ludum Dare Game Jam this weekend, and I've got to confess something. I've gotten kind of derailed from the jam. Just life got in the way. Had to go see Avengers Endgame, and had a lot of things I was sort of ignoring before the jam, and then emails and stuff, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. So I've been pretty derailed just by life. Life got in the way, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to submit for the jam. Not going to have a minimum viable product (MVP) with a complete game loop done in time. Even though for this one we've got till Monday. But I do feel the obligation to keep working as a active member of Nash Game Dev, as one of the people really trying to encourage people to get involved with game jams and hold more of them throughout the year. So I'm going to keep working because I really like RPG Maker. I like playing around in it. I like having an excuse to play around in it. So I'm going to get back to work on my game. My game was meant to be a sort of life game. The theme of the game jam is your life is the currency. So I came up with this game kind of like a Persona game, like Persona 4 or 5, where you have to make decisions about what you're going to do, and each one would cost life. Came up with some variables for different things like homes and jobs and friends, romantic partners. What I figured out that I'm going to have to do is just cut the friends and partners part and just deal with the homes and the jobs. Maybe if I just do that, I'll have a complete game loop. And in the last videos, I've gotten the apartments working. You've got 3 different homes, basically a good one, a middle one, and a bad one, or as I call them, low, mid, and high. And what I was struggling with the other night, and what finally did me in, and I had to go to bed, was trying to implement some sort of system where basically going home would like end a turn, and that before you could go home and end the turn, just like in Persona 5 where you have to choose to sleep, before you could do that, you would have had to have gone to work, hung out with friends, and gone on a date with your partner. And implementing all that logic, checking to if you did all that would have been. I was kind of struggling with how to implement such a complex system, especially since you have 3 of each. You have 3 homes, 3 potential friends, 3 potential partners, and do I do it through switches? Do I do it through a variable? It kind of threw me off. So what I've decided to do, if I just focus on homes and jobs and assume that the player can only have, well, we can maybe do quitting jobs. But there could just be a switch to determine if they went to work or not. So I'm going to try to implement that. First, I need to create an event. You know what I need to do? I'm going to go in order because that's the middle job. I'm going to start at the low job, which is the office, and I need to make a new map, and by make I mean steal one that's already loaded into RPG Maker. Office second floor, office first floor. Works. This is our office. Again, I don't like it. I want more. Well, let's. What does that second floor look like? This is. I mean, you got a bathroom, got some computer stations. Neither of these are really what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I'm going to kind of do a post-mortem, because I already know at this point I've basically failed. I'm going to do post-mortem as to why I failed. This is going to be super lame, but this is what I'm going to do. That building looks okay. I'll admit this is the first time I've like worked on making a game and tried to stream and talk the whole time, and I'm gonna be honest, it's actually pretty exhausting. It's been a lot of fun. Don't know how many people are actually watching, but it has been exhausting. Not gonna lie about that. That might have been what did me in. The West Virginia in me almost came out. Done me in. Yes, I was kind of having, let's say, health issues necessarily. I was having just fatigued and not sleeping well, and none of that is good for a game jam. I also had a lot going on, had a lot on my mind, and I guess I had to clear that up, answer some emails, arrange a makeup lesson with a student. Normal stuff, normal blah blah blah, boring kind of stuff. And it derailed me. I'm doing this because I'm basically just creating an environment that the player's just going to basically come and talk to the boss. Forgot the boss's name. Alright, we're starting with the bad job. This boss's name is Mark. What am I looking for? Maybe I'm looking for. I did not export the photo files that I need. So we character creator, load setting, characters. We're gonna go low, middle, high. That's what I did with the landlords. So he starts there. I will admit something to get more into this in my post-mortem. You know, we worked to some of my Nash game dev friends and we worked to create all these characters just using the random generator. And so I'll be honest that there's not been, well, I mean, there's no emotional attachment. That's not good. Wait, that's fine. But she's right here. Okay. Guard me there for a minute. No emotional attachment to the characters. Let me reword it like this. Because the characters were all randomly generated, they weren't necessarily anything I came up with or put any sort of creative energy into. Just like, I need what? I need 3, 6, 9, 12. I need 12 characters to fulfill these roles. And I didn't really care about who they were or what their stories were. And because of that, just kind of hard to care about them. I think that's where a lot of my motivation has dropped while working on this game. Not like any of the other games I've made in RPG Maker where these like emotional works of art, man. But like I cared about them. I cared about what I was doing. Okay. So we're going to need some new switches. I think I planned these out. Okay. And this works. Keep the naming consistent. Low, middle, high. What I'm going to need here is an additional branch with an else statement. And this is where we need switches. Mid clarity purposes. Oh, job. Said I had some health issues today, a little earlier today, but I'm feeling good now. I'm back working. If low job accepted on. What do I want to do? Work with the else statement first. It's going to be easier. This is going to be the lamest, most boring, most base dialogue there is, because the original plan was to have, for example, all the landladies have all the same dialogue, and all the bosses, the job bosses, are going to have all the same dialogue, and then the plan was to go back later and flesh out this narrative and sort of more define who these people are. But keeping with the original plan, even though I don't think I'm going to finish, same thing. Welcome to the office. You here. Only job hunting were that easy. I mean, I'm trying to go back to work full time myself, to being a freelancer. Show choices. Yes. No. Okay. when, yes. Aboard. Start today. Again, I wish job hunting were that easy. This game's turning into total bullshit as a life simulator. I said it. John Sensei cursed. That's how it is. Then we need to turn the switch on. Control the switch. We've accepted the low job. It is on. What am I doing? Okay, when yes, okay. All right. Well, and that's right. Bad job. Go in, yes. Welcome aboard. The switch is on. Need to change the HP of the entire party, which is only one person in the party. Decrease of a constant 50. And then, since we're dealing with jobs, switch 7 is went work. Okay, yeah, alright. So all that happens if you don't already work here. If you do work here, I'm just going to show a plain text. And then we move 25. And now we need to control our switches. I'm going to add that new switch I put in the document. Went work. Went to work. We're going to turn it on. Okay. So let's walk through the logic. Talk it out loud. If I've accepted the low job and talked to the boss, and he says, "Morning, John, let's get to work," then the character tells himself, "Find office work to be dull. Cost 25 HP. Remove the 25 HP. Turn on the switch that you went to work." Okay? If you have not started here, I'll Question is, am I going to allow multiple jobs? Here we go. Changing this. Changing it up. And this might have been part of what this is part of what I was struggling with the other night. Accepted any job. Accepted any. Number 8, we went work. Okay. Went to work. Low job accepted equals on. Switches. Accepted any job. Turn that on. And then we need to make yet another conditional branch. Conditional branch with an else. Ah, shit. Sorry I cursed like that. Not gonna work. Alright, yeah, here's where I'm having problems. Scratch that. Ooh, and then I wonder what happens. We're gonna have to test this. We're gonna need conditional branches. I think they need else. So you're at the low job. If you've already accepted the high job, with no multiple jobs. That ends it. Else, one more conditional branch with an else statement. If the mid job has been accepted, as the exact same thing. Else, none of those jobs have been accepted. And we go through that. Let's just test how this is working out. I mean, this was all I wanted to do over the game jam, was just F around in RPG Maker. Alright, there's the boss. There's the office. Can't get there. Stuck behind that plant. Yeah. Another problem. Okay. Which again we can fix with a ridiculous amount of if statements, if else statements. And in Unity programming, like I would never allow myself to do this. If went to work is on, good job, else do all that shit. Okay. Sensei usually runs a PG-13 show, but game jams are wonderful, frustrating. Welcome to the office. Oh, good luck in your job hunt. Welcome to the office. Would you like a job here? Yes, welcome aboard. You can start today. Morning, John. Let's get to work. I find office work dull. It costs me 25 life. There goes the 25 HP. And good job today. We'll see you back here next. Good job today. We'll see you back here next time. Good job today. We'll see you back. That would go on into infinity. And then I leave and I go home. Okay, in theory, that boss is working. Now, computer's getting really hot. See the performance. Go out to back out to the burbs, man. Since it's nearby, we're gonna rent mid apartment here. I don't even know if this number is right anymore because I've deleted some maps. So those numbers are probably totally wrong. Alright, the middle apartment, and this was exactly what I was working on. Conditional branch if went to work is on. I need to spend some time at home. In the mid apartment, there is a monthly cost of 10. What we're going to do is we're going to reduce HP by 10. We are going to pretend like it's the end of the day. Fade out the screen. Let's increase the month. Add 1 for the month. And we are going to turn the switch went to work off, because it's like a new month or day. Supposed to be month. We don't go to work once a month, but that was meant to be the narrative progression of the game. Alright. If you went to work that day, you come home, you say, I need to spend some time at home. Then whatever the effect of that apartment is, in the mid apartment there's a park nearby and you can hear kids playing. Kind of annoying, costs 10 HP of life. You remove the 10 HP, you fade out the screen as if the day is ended. You increase the month by 1. You went to work off because it's a new turn, it's a new cycle. We're going to wait half a second, 30 frames. Then we're going to fade the screen back in. And then essentially the player starts with a new day. We don't need this to be walking. It can be same as characters, action button. Okay. Else, if you come home and you haven't gone to work, then you just get message says, okay. Okay, and we're starting outside in the suburbs. Snap. Just thought of something. Been here thinking. I don't like to turn the camera on me because it jitters a lot. I know that's annoying watching like a 90s webcam. Here, I'll prove it. Tried to mess around with with the settings in OBS so that this camera doesn't jitter like some old webcam. Here's the problem now. Or is it even a problem? So, I originally thought the player should get an apartment first. Like, that's what should happen first. And it would not allow you to get a job or make a friends or date somebody if you didn't have an apartment first. And then so the question is, do I want to go back to the boss event and create a new switch that essentially you'd have to move into apartment, or do the same thing, have 3 additional if else statements? Have they moved into the low, mid, high apartment? And if not, well, no, that's a waste. I'd only want 1 switch moved into an apartment. Turn it on. But I guess what I'm asking is, like, is it even necessary? Like, if the player gets a job first, so what? They probably won't have the direction they need to go get an apartment eventually, because the turn will end by going back to your apartment and essentially going to sleep that night. I'm just checking this video thing. Okay. Does it really matter? Well, I can do this with 1 more switch. We did that. Got rid of that. Print. Work. What if 008 were moved? Any apartment? Nah, F it. It's too much. Running out of time. Gotta do something. Doesn't matter anymore. Player can go work a job before they have an apartment. This is bad game design. This is a do as I say, not as I do. type situation. But 5 o'clock on Sunday, the jam ends on Monday. Let's see exactly. We're going to look at the clock. How much time do we have left? Real quick check of the clock. Come on now. The jam ends in 1 day, 3 hours, and 10 minutes. Okay. That's all I've got. Because of that, I'm saying F it. And I'm saying let's just go with it. Would you like to move in this apartment? Yep. Okay, great. Here's the key. Moved in. I didn't do any sound effects on getting the job. Alright, I try to go to bed. It tells me I need to go to work. If I didn't have a job, tell me I needed to find a job. We'll go to the office. We've already, get that stupid mouse out. Already tested this. If you like a job here, yes, welcome aboard. You can start today. Done. Let's get to work. Sign off with that. Good job. We'll see you back here. Say that. Go back to my apartment. Walk this way now. Whee! Try to go home. Try to go to bed. I need to spend some time at home. I didn't expect to hear kids playing in the park from this apartment. I could have a sound effect there. Kind of annoying. The stress of it cost me 10 HP of life. They went to 10 HP. The month went up to 2. And it should say I need to go to work. And we should come out, and the landlady is still out of the way. Go over to the office. And talk to the boss. Go to work. Work, okay, decrease the HP. He said, good job today. We'll see you next time. Okay, and then we're now in March. Game works. That basic logic works. Let's see if we can improve this with some sound effect. I don't think there's like a kids playing effect. Alright, is now there's applause. I don't know how we just make it one of. We're going with that, just to say it's negative. Okay. Double that up. Boy, a lot of this stuff was his idea. Oh, I said bad. I should have said low. Mid. Boy, I'm gonna go change that. Gotta keep it consistent. Gotta keep it consistent. is the mid job. If mid job accepted equals on. Morning, John. Let's get to work. We need to change this. That is the high job is accepted. If job is accepted, we need this to if the low job is accepted. Low job accepted. Welcome to the. Now I gotta change all these. Instruction site. Cost 100. Fee to start working there. You know, I was watching old Corey's stream of him working on his game, and he was playing some music in the background, and I thought, well, that might be the, cool thing to do while doing a stream, but then doesn't that have all sorts of licensing issues associated with it? We did I did a Facebook Live video for an event through social media for as a freelancer. Got that one. And it muted part of the video. One of the performers was playing like pop music. Okay. Might have been an easier way to do that. My job is accepted. Low job is accepted. Get a drink of water before I start cussing accidentally. Alice, welcome to the construction site. Would you like a job here? It only costs 10 HP, 100 HP, which is correct. Yes, welcome aboard. Change this to mid job accepted. And reduce a by 100. Okay. And we're going to rent this apartment. And then try to get that job. And just for kicks and giggles, we'll go prove what I thought was a problem at the beginning. Alright, that's interesting. That's like right in the middle. You know, I have never seen this before. Something ain't right. Oh man, the computer is dying. That took so freaking long to load. No. Okay. Like, did that one text box get changed, or is it down here at the office too? Run, John! You're dropping frames. Run! No, that's at the bottom. So what's that all about? I must have hit that by mistake. somehow. In theory, I've got a video to prove I did it. Just had to keep making sure nobody commenting on the chat. Okay, run the game. Love to turn this fan on. Help cool my computer down. Mouse. Would you like a job here? Nope. Good luck in your job hunt. Welcome to the construction site. Would you like a job here? Yes. Welcome aboard. You can start today. Morning, John. Let's get to work. Small census things city. Work is kind of stressful and costs me 10 HP of life. Removes the 10 HP of life. We're going to move into this apartment. Already tested the apartments thoroughly. Okay. And I didn't. That was all a waste of time. Like a lot of game development. Quit talking. I'm sorry, I had to think. Alright, what's going on here? I need to go to work. Yep. Yep. Landlady's still out of the way. Mm-hmm. Only I'd already composed the music for the game. I could be playing that. Okay, and we're into March, and we're still surviving. Okay, guys, I will be right back. I have got to pull this computer. I am seeing a noticeable effect on performance. I'll do something crazy. Okay, welcome back. Here is the crazy thing I'm going to do. Went to get an ice cube. You can see the ice cube right there. Got a paper towel for this. I'm going to run it along the strip of my MacBook. The ice cube's usually bigger than what I work with. Look how much it sliced out of that. Slices ice cube like butter. So hot. All the Mac lovers out there, that's things being made out of aluminum like that, they get so hot. That's a little bit cooler, and I can already hear the fan slowing down. But that does it. That shock will cool it down pretty immediately. Seeing performance improvements already. So I don't like taking the risk of the water getting into the hall. Cool classroom. Hoping there would just be a school entrance. Not talk to an administrator or something. In the classroom, you'd go to the school. Doing my numbering's probably all. Going to put that fencing. I'm fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Why do I do this type of thing first? Made enough mistake maker. Pick up a few good habits. What the heck? Marissa was also named idea planning session for Ludum.a. Okay. On like this. You know what? This game's actually 5:10 on Sunday. Got about a day to work on it. Got about this much done. If mid job, high job. Which is true. I do get a great sense of fulfillment out of teaching. That's why I do it. You know, I'm going to be honest to all the people not watching this video. It is honestly less energy consuming. I just work. Not into this whole Twitch thing. Streaming to Twitch, porting it to YouTube later. Low job, mid job. Sharing on Twitter and Facebook. YouTube. The school job. And now we're going to test Took me a minute. I was looking. Right. Check. Working at the school. Seriously, already performed. Starting to see lapses. That means it. Players completely blocked around the supposed to be. Well, it's locked. Yep, there we go. Bug. Got it. Mm. One quick fix. Play a positive sound effect. Yeah. F it. It's my new motto, making this game F it. Accept it. Alright. Seems like we've got the jobs working. We have the apartments working. I'm only doing half of the stuff. I'm gonna reduce the players HP value of 500. Gonna have the player's HP. And then what do we need? We need a way to end it. Reach month 12. I don't know if there's a way to turn off or thinking. Because as early as it seems, it feels like we'll have to come up with a way to end the game. Here's what I'm going to do. Maybe a mistake. We'll make a common event. Win game, because the point is to win. I mean, the point is to survive. 12 months. Trigger. You know what? What we're going to do is we're going to transfer the player to somewhere in the middle of town. Right here. We're just going to have one line of text. The reason I'm looking at my play. Huddle. Orange hut. If went to work is on, do that. Play the sound effect. Affect the HP. Fade out the screen. I need a conditional here. If the variable month is equal to a constant of 12, which means you've gone to work on the 12th month, you've come back home. If it's the 12th month, you need an else branch. If it's the 12th month, common event, game. Else, disk. Thinking. Thinking because I'm going to have to fade in this. Transfer the player, then fade in. How about we wait? No. Yes. Players should not be able to move while any of that is going on. When I wait. Have event initialize month bug thing. Oh, so that was in the low apartment. This will be like we're already in 12th month. Work. Yep. Working. Go get a job. Yeah, you'll still see him next time, so I'm not going to change that. So we're going to go back home, act like sweep for day. Yeah, I still need to deal with the side effect. Good, the month did not count up. I missed if the HP still went down. Okay, total bullshit. Ending. But remember my name? Def it. Have him face down. Okay, go back to the low apartment. Copy that. High apartment. Same. I think it'll be edit everything. If when to work is on, have sound effect, get the benefit, change it, fade out the screen right here. Additional branch, else statement, if the variable of the month is equal to a constant of 12, then call your common event of win the game. Else that. Apply, okay, copy, paste. Same process. Fade out the screen. Put the conditional branch here. Else variable month constant 12. If it's 12, 5, name. Paste. It's getting F up. Go name. And now we've essentially got a game loop. I'm just going to test if I can hit 0. The game will keep running. There's no game over. Oh no. We'll see what happens. Maybe it does go game over. Dun, dun, dun. Do it automatically for me, I would leave it. We are in month 1. Home. Bed, we're in low apartment. And we're in month 2. That counted correctly. Just while I'm here, we'll see what happens if HP equals 0. Because I think player will. Or if they don't, because this is the low apartment and the mid job. We didn't hit 0 in this scenario. This is kind of like hits a 0 kind of. 4 months in. Man, boring. Doing the same thing over and over. Who would have thought? I am designer, storyteller, QA tester. I am Beowulf. No, I never saw that CG movie. What I could have done to make this a lot easier was set the player's HP to something ridiculous. But I am testing. How long would this scenario survive? And then it's kind of, we'll be honest, it's kind of boring. Because essentially, think about it. Essentially, the player would just do what I'm doing now, which is go back and forth between these 2 points until the game ran out. I think that's where the friends and everything, and be able to quit a job and move out of an apartment. The player could have made that decision by out of the apartment, things up. But then you'd run into the same, let's say they even figured out which one was the high apartment, we run into the same scenario. So next thing I'm gonna have to do is if you can move out of apartments, then quit jobs. Okay, so this scenario will get the player through 9 months. Month 9, which is actually pretty far. Oh, it just reduced his HP to 1. What type of bullshit is that? And there John Sensei goes again with that cussing. Mother would not be. I think I know what the problem is. Open the menu too. Need to disable that. Okay, close that. Come back and talk to you. Come back and talk to you. First of all, ice cube is melting, of course. Let's chill this out. Okay. So, see what the problem is. Because anytime I did these HP, I did not check allow knockout. I kind of intentionally did that because I wanted to handle. What are you doing? I wanted to handle the end of the game myself. I did not want it to go to just the generic RPG Maker game over screen with its stinger music. So, here's what we're going to do. F it. Common event 2 is lose game. Pretty much the stuff as win the game. To the player to the exact same spot. But before we fade in, we need to not change our party date knockout. Is that what I want? I'll tell you what I want. Where do I want to the actor? Okay, I'm not actually reading these. Here we go. Choice. So text choices, input number. Item show scrolling text. Roll, change items, weapons. Have any other. Which is variable self switch. Cancel. Actor. Change HP, MP, TP, date. Tried that. Overall change experience. Level, change parameter, change skill, equipment, name, class, nickname, profile. No. There was a change actor. Effects and movies, battle, shop, name, open menu, open save screen, game over, return to title, battle background, victory, defeat, vehicle, change vehicle, changes the background music to be played by vehicle, save access, menu access, counter, change actor images. There it was the whole time. This should work. That may if things up. Let's see. I'm curious. Again, F it. Let's break it. Let's break it. Just because we can. Here was my idea. check. These can get kind of dangerous. Doing a parallel event. Nope. Tell you why that won't work. It'll kind of work. It will. Well, who knows if it'll work. If variable. Come on now. Come on now. Don't forget to say, here we go. If actor John in the party, name, class, skill, weapon, armor, state is knockout. Okay. So that may help us. Oh, shit. I was like looking for if HP is less than or greater than 1. I could feed the HP of the character to a variable? Maybe? Nope. I was hit. Oh, and I got the camera on me too, and I'm starting that cussing and probably picking my nose and everything. What I wanted was a parallel event to check if the HP, the actor in the party, ever got below 0 or below 1. Okay, we could do something else. And let me get this camera off of me because I know it's like the 90s webcam. Okay. Control. Is the player's HP X position actor on level HP? Okay. Set a new variable player. I was trying to avoid this because I'm a lazy man, but it looks like I can't. The player set a variable called player HP, set it to the game data of the HP of John, and that's happening all the time. Okay? Now, conditional branch, if the variable of player HP is less than or equal to a constant of 1 because it does not allow it to go to 0, then do the common event of losing the game. Okay. Running all the time. Now the problem it is, or problem it may become, the problem is this is only running on the outside map of the suburbs. So when the player's HP is essentially exhausted when they're inside an apartment or inside the office building, then this is not going to happen until they go outside. Unless I wanted to copy paste this event into all the inside areas, which I don't, because I think it'll be a little more performance heavy. Because this is running all the time, checking all the time. Check. What's the HP? Don't want to do that. I don't want to do that in every new performance. So let's check it out. Can we lose the game? And if we can, then win. So I've only got 100 HP, which is what it costs to move into this apartment. Oh, this is not. No, I didn't want you. That's that knockout. That knockout within the common event. People are texting me. I just need you to leave me alone for a few minutes. Leave me alone. Okay. See how this works again. Bum 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 bum. Let's just see how weird this looks. Yes. Great. Here are the keys. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, I never changed the text. What's that all about? The camera focused on the player and then went back up to where the player was. Whose game transferred the player? When game worked. When game worked fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me look at it again. And then what I'm going to have to do is research. Is there a way to break an event that's going on? 'Cause I don't know how the camera works, but that's what's happening. The landlady moving out of the way happens after or essentially the same time. Why would the camera do that? Not you. You're doing what? Tell you what I want. Where we fade in. I just went through. Map, bow back, get location info. The camera. Move to the camera before. How do I do it? Transfer player, set vehicle location. Event location. Done scroll map. Nope. Don't want to actually move it. They set the camera to the player, which is what's supposed to happen all the time anyway. Even when you make a cutscene that does not involve the player, you can set the player to transparent and use the player like a camera to move around. So, we have to research it. We'll have to research it. I'm gonna have to research it. And I know there's nothing more boring in these videos than watching me Google stuff, if any of this video was even interesting in the first place. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to check the dashboard. Quick. Does it have a notification? I have 2 viewers. Awesome. Well, thank you for anybody who tuned in. We'll take a quick break and do some research. I don't want to just stream me Googling stuff. That's stupid. And then when I figure out the problem, I get back on here. But signing off for now. Be back in a little bit. Thank you for watching.